In the How to Operate Resonance Trade demo video, we once discussed that in the world of finance, if we want a currency to reach relative stability, it must continuously expand the currency's net market value, and within a relative time frame, balance total currency trade volume in the exchange market by increasing the currency use value and expanding its scope of use, finally making the price fluctuation rate infinitely approach zero. This is a decentralized currency's only road to success. Now, what is a currency's use value? We must start the conversation with an explanation about the very essence of currency. What exactly is a currency? Currency is actually a unique kind of commodity. The unique aspect is that its main purpose is as an exchange medium. This application makes up part of the value of this kind of commodity. And before the nationalization of currencies, the exchange value of currency already exceeded its use value. And some people say that a currency's use value is the confidence and guarantee it is accepted as a medium of exchange. However, this is simply not accurate. At the very beginning, its use value did provide a strong guarantee. But after widespread circulation, the confidence mainly comes from a collective belief. The origin point of confidence in legal currency is also quite similar to collective belief, but the only difference is that the basis of this trust has already completely divorced the medium of exchange from the exchange value and replaced it with the credit of government backing. Okay, now I definitely don't want to get into discussing all the government-issued currencies because those are defined by the centralized world. They're just pricing games created by banks, governing bodies. Both rely on all kinds of passive mind tricks, which the centralized government and the bodies play on the masses. What we're going to discuss today is the currency of the non-centralized world because it relies on financially free markets to determine price. It is a natural attribute of currency for the public to actively judge it and choose whether to accept it or not. To raise an interesting example, we can see in many prisons, ramen noodles are used as a kind of currency. In prison, they're scarce, as well as a commodity with a certain kind of value. Before acting as a medium of exchange, its total value was just its use value. Along with the uprise of other demands, the value of ramen noodles as a medium of exchange also increased. A man in urgent need of some medium of exchange accepted a trade between ramen noodles and some other demand, and they used these ramen noodles to trade for other things. Now this means that even if people don't eat ramen noodles, they can use them to obtain other things. And so the demand for ramen noodles increased. And so according to the law of supply and demand, the price of ramen noodles must also rise. Now as time went by, more people began accepting ramen noodles as this medium of exchange. And the number of people who demanded the ramen noodles as this medium of exchange also increased. As the result, the value of ramen noodles increased. They could be exchanged for many other kinds of items. Now, this part of the value of ramen noodles was the result of consensus among this group of people. Trust that people wish to accept it as a medium of exchange, and you will accept it yourself. That's collective consensus. However, once the collective consensus is removed, ramen noodles cannot be used as a trading medium. Therefore, the essence of currency is actually our thoughts and cognition all reaching a kind of value consensus. Okay, so what if our ramen noodles become cryptocurrency? Because of the uniqueness of cryptocurrency, its use value still has massive room for exploration. For example, Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency on Earth and also the longest existing cryptocurrency. But its huge obstacle is that businesses have no way to precisely find customers. Many businesses, even if they accept Bitcoin as payment, don't have a way to tell global Bitcoin holders this information. This has limited Bitcoin's commercial value. So even if Bitcoin prices get higher and higher, in the current phase, there's still no way for it to become a currency. At the point when everyone in the world chooses to use Bitcoin as a payment method, it will have become a true currency, but this could take an extremely long time. From the birth of Bitcoin till now, this problem has not been solved very well for cryptocurrencies. This also makes many people doubt cryptocurrency. This is a problem indeed. But as I said before, VDS was created to change the world. It uses a perfect design, solving both problems put forth above, allowing businesses to accurately find cryptocurrency users and allowing cryptocurrency to have a true use value. Vollar serves as the standard currency unit in VDS. Our purpose is to make Vollar into a non-centralized, globally usable currency. In order to stabilize Vollar's full market price, we must solve the use value problem. So we added an extremely interesting and commercially valuable design. That is the Full Coverage Distributed Bidding Information Network, VAD. VAD is a non-centralized information release system that selects out the most valuable advertisements for broadcast through a competitive bidding method and inserts them into every VDS wallet, providing more accuracy by effectively connecting supply and demand. We call this kind of advertisement a full network broadcast because all the people who have installed the VDS wallet immediately see the ads on the very first page. In combination with the Trust Stamp system's rapid fission promotion, we will have a massive user base, which means that once a bid has succeeded, any of the information you've sent, yes, any information, will be displayed for every single VDS player worldwide. Through this kind of design, which brings supply and demand together, as the users increase, the more the consumption capacity will also increase, and therefore the ability of businesses to pull in customers will also increase. Along with these increasing number of customers, there will be more and more businesses offering services and products that choose Vollar as payment. Vollar will actualize use value. The VAD is a super broadcast system in the face of every single VDS player in the world, and it can send information to every corner of the world instantly. Cool, right? Okay, let's talk about the operation rules for this powerful function. The VAD broadcasts one ad network-wide every 60 blocks, which is equivalent to about 1 hour. The system will simultaneously provide 24 network-wide ads for you to choose from. Users can freely choose to bid on any of these 24 network-wide ads. And the starting bid for each network-wide ad is 100 Vollar. You can bid once every 10 blocks, or in other words, every 10 minutes, you can choose to bid on the same ad. And every time a new bid is put out, it must be a whole number and at least 10% more than the last bid made for this ad. One thing to pay attention to: in order to guarantee system stability, the network-wide ad will be sent out 60 blocks after the highest bidder has received ad publish rights. Every ad will be displayed for 24 hours. After the 1,440 block, the information will disappear. Another thing to pay attention to is that due to the high anonymity and security of our anonymous addresses, There's no way for an anonymous address to bid on a VAD. Aside from this, if your bid is the all-time highest network-wide, then congratulations, you have become the top VAD. Not only can the top VAD continuously display their ad, but also it can exist until the ad contents of a new highest bidder takeover. If participants want better advertising results, they must work with other bidders to compete. Today, advertising worldwide has reached $6 trillion US. VAD is a fast and accurate advertising mode that will give birth to enormous advertising revenues. Vollar is the only acceptable payment method. Bidding will become fiercer and fiercer, and cash flows entering into the VDS ecology will become more and more enormous. The value of Vollar will also continuously increase. I'm sure you remember that before we mentioned that supermaster nodes receive 100% of VAD bidding revenues. This enormous increase in supermaster node income will form an optimum circulation of currency within the VDS ecology. The more master nodes in VDS, the more stable it becomes, and the more VIDs it can support. As the number of VIDs rise, the commercial value of VDS will also rise. Ad bids will become fiercer, creating more advertising revenue. What's more, the majority of supermaster node operators will begin setting up more supermaster nodes in order to earn more profit. Every supermaster node requires 10,000 Vollar as a network credit guarantee. This will effectively decrease the market circulation of Vollar, again causing the price of Vollar to rise. Okay, next we're going to talk about how to use VAD. Go into the first page of the VDS wallet application. Hit the ecology button at the bottom right and enter the ecology homepage. Hit VAD to enter the VAD page. After that, if you look at the bottom of the page, you'll see a join bid button. Click it. Enter the publish interval options interface. Here you can choose a countdown for the ad that you wish to publish. Click it. Next, you will enter a bid auction interface. Here you may choose ad content as well as view the current maximum bid for the entire network and your offer options. We click choose contents, enter the drafts list where we keep our ad drafts. If you want to draft a new ad, okay, click on the Add New button in the upper right-hand corner to go into the content editing page. Now, on this page, type in your title. So, for example, A, totally new blockchain project. Tokens are available for sale in limited quantities. Vollar accepted as payment. After that, type in the ad content. For example, we have released a new blockchain project. We are now raising development funds worldwide. Tokens are available for sale in limited quantities. Vollar accepted as payment. Okay, for the receiving address, add your VDS wallet address. If you have an introduction for your project, you can add a hyperlink or some other website link. And this lets people better understand your project. Good. So, on top VAD sponsor, write the name you want. For example, ICO token issuance. Now click send. Okay, we have returned to the drafts list. The system will by default choose the newest content, and you can click to confirm and enter into the bid page. So as displayed, the highest bid for this block interval that you are bidding on is 147 Vollar. If you want to get the publishing rights for this ad spot, your bid must be higher than that price. Okay? So we click the plus to raise the bid. And one thing you need to know is that every time the bid interval goes up, you must raise the bid by at least 10%. And of course, the system will automatically calculate this for you. Just by clicking the plus button, it's enough. Good. We click bid now and type in our wallet password to complete ID verification. Okay, we completed the bid for a network-wide ad spot. Now return to the ecology page. We click on the upper right corner to find the bidding options, and you can continue to monitor the auction or make another bid. But remember, you can only make a bid once every 10 blocks. Okay, after this bid for this network-wide ad spot is finished, if your bid was the highest, your ad will be broadcast across the whole network 1 hour later. And if your bid is the all-time highest in the whole network, your ad will rise to the top spot until a new advertiser outbids you. VAD is not only a non-centralized information release system, it can do all kinds of other things if only you dream it. It also ties together the use value of Vollar very well, letting the value of the cryptocurrency stably increase. VDS design is perfect. Trust me. Once you fall in love with it, you'll have no way to be interested in other projects. Your wealth will grow endlessly. That's all the content in this video. See you next time.